We ended off last episode getting the Ray Barb as our unique. Unfortunately, my mic wasn't working for when I rolled the actual task, but this is the footage of me getting a new task to start off the episode. We are going to head over to the Rogue's Den and get a piece of rogue equipment. Let's get back into the footage where I realized my mic started working again. Now that we got the mic working again, looks like we're going to have to get 50 agility as well as 50 thieving to start the Rogue's Den minigame. From there, we'll be able to receive a piece of the rogue equipment. So I think I'm going to start probably doing thieving in Hosidius just at the fruit stalls since I have 25, which I'll make my way over there and yeah, work up to 50 thieving. Here we are at the Hosidius fruit stall. Pretty simple, just click on the fruit stall once the items respawn. So to get to level 50, looks like we'll have to do 3,250 or so thefts. So yeah, we're gonna be working on that for a bit. I'll probably end up dropping most of this stuff. Besides, I believe there's one fruit that I get that potentially will recover my run energy. So I'll probably end up keeping those, but everything else I'll just end up dropping. And here's my last theft. Last time I robbed this house for a while, or a fruit stand. Yeah, finish that up. We got the 50, so now we just need to get the 50 agility, which I'll go to the agility pyramid for get some more cash from those pyramids, and then also I can do rooftop courses. However, if I get marks of grace, I can't use them towards my next graceful collection item. So I figured I'll just go and do the cash. Doesn't hurt to have more, so I'll do that, make my way over there. After the fruit stalls, we ended up with 64 of the fruit tops. I ended up keeping those, and then 179 strange fruits. So when we need anything for anti-venom, this will be super helpful. But for now, I'm gonna make my way, go finish 50 agility, and then we'll get working on the rogue equipment. We're on our way to the agility pyramid right now. For anyone that doesn't know how it works, pretty much it is a agility training method in which you have to navigate up a pyramid, and at the top of the pyramid there's a golden dome, and then once you get that golden dome, make it back down to the bottom, you turn it in for 10,000 GP. So in addition to the agility training, you also get a little bit of cash, which is great. And with this final lap, we got 50 agility. So I'm gonna go turn this pyramid top in, get another 10,000. We only had to do 6 laps, so it wasn't too bad. But now we should be all set to go over to the Rogue's Den and start working on the equipment, the rogue equipment. So, the Rogue's Den minigame is a maze filled with floor spikes, wall blades, and spinning blades, all of which you have to avoid. I luckily had some tiles marked, so I knew what to avoid and where to go. At the end of the maze, you reach a series of wall safes, and if you are successful, you receive a Rogue's equipment crate, which is used to select which piece of Rogue's equipment you want. So let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, there's the first maze completed. So we get these rogue equipments crate, and we can go ahead and crack it. and we can get a rogue. I wonder if I have to pick these in a particular order, or if it doesn't matter because technically I just get them. Let me look at the FAQs real quick. Okay, I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna go with the mask though. Sweet. There's the collection log drop. Let's go ahead and throw that on. Nice. Pretty easy-ish task. I think, was that it might have been random back in the day if you actually got the equipment or not. But this time, once you complete the actual maze, you pretty much just get to select if it's a piece of equipment or whatever the other option was. But I think it maybe was back in the day where it was random or a chance. But anyways, completed that. So task complete. Let's go ahead and generate a new task and see what we get. That'd be great if it was another piece of rogue equipment since we're here. All right, get one unique from Giant's Foundry. All right, sweet. That's actually gonna be nice to work on some smithing experience, because for some of the sailing upgrades I've had some difficulty just because I can't craft my bars. So it'll be nice to get a couple of levels under my belt. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the. Oh no. Oh, I just missed a random event. Oh, I was in the menu and I tabbed out just too late. Oh, all good. All right, let's look at the collection log. I think it's probably in here. Yep, Giant's Foundry. So we get the outfit, blade, double ammo. That'll be nice for cannon or pack. Kovacs grog. I wonder if there's any order I have to do this in. If it's the outfit first, or if these might be cheaper. So we'll figure that out at some point. But looks like the requirements. I'll have to do Sleeping Giant's quest, which has a 15 smithing requirement, and I think that's the only requirement. So yeah, gonna start working on some smithing XP, which, let's see if I have anything in the bank to do that. But yeah, gonna start doing that, gathering resources and whatnot to level up our smithing. So we have some bronze bars, 37 of them. So I will likely start with those. Well, I have to start with those. So let's make our way over to Varrock and we'll start smithing and getting some levels. And with this last longsword, that's 15 smithing. Now we can get going on Giant's Foundry. Looks like I will need wool, which I should be able to get from sheep and Lumbridge, chisel, nails, and 3 oak logs. So let's go to gather that and go get started on the quest. Here at the quest start for Sleeping Giants, let's go ahead and get started. And there is Sleeping Giants completed. We now have access to the Giants Foundry, 6,000 smithing XP, which brings us up to 25 smithing. And I do iron, battle axes, and lead ore, which is great if we ever get another sailing grind, because then I can upgrade my boat. Sweet. So now we need to get a unique from here, which looks like it'll be the Smith and Catalyst, which is only 15 reputation, so I don't think that'll take too long. Another great thing is I can use all of the swords that I just made. So long swords and anything I smithed, I could throw into the crucible and use it as to smelt it down. So let's go ahead and get in commission, and let's go ahead and make a narrow light sword. Okay, so we did one Giant's Foundry, which brought us to 30 reputation, which I believe we should be able to just buy this, and it should check the collection log off. Yep, sweet. So that was not bad at all. Let's go back into the task dashboard, complete that task, and just take a look at, I think we're 9% completed. So we got the Samrock Hood, the Gnome Restaurant, Rogue Equipment, one unique from the Creature Creations, 2 Gracefuls, Metal Boots, get the Big Bass. That was our first task, which I still, looking back on it, was crazy that we got it on 3KC. And we also got a clue scroll from that as well, which is pretty cool. So we got the Easy Diary there, Guardians of the Rift unique, and then last off just the unique from Giant's Foundry. And then a couple of sailing tasks as well, which I think we've rolled a decent amount of the sailing tasks, which is kind of cool, given it's a new skill and all recently. So let's get into the task generator and see what we're working on next. Desert Easy Diary. All right. So let's go into the Easy Diary. Looks like we already have 3 on here, which is great. So hopefully this shouldn't take too long. And it looks like we already have all the requirements for it as well. 21 thieving, we got that last task. Collect 5 potato cactus from Cowfight Hive. Enter Cowfight Hive. All right, let's go ahead and get started on this and get this completed. Here's the first task completed, cutting a cactus to fill my water skin. Second task completed, getting into the Cowfight Hive. Third task, picking up this potato cactus over and over again. Fourth task, getting a bird. Fifth task, mining some clay. Sixth task, having somebody clean my herb. Seventh task, killing a vulture. Alright, so that was a oversight. Looks like I need to start a quest in order to complete the Easy Diary for the desert. Which to start that quest, I need to finish Gertrude's cat. So I'm gonna head over to Varrock and get going with that. Here's the quest start for Gertrude's cat. Gonna go ahead and start this so we can start Icklid's little helper, I believe, quest in order to complete the Easy Diary. There's Gertrude's cat completed. Got 1,500 cooking experience, a cat, and some other random stuff. But back at the quest start for Icklid's little helper, we need to start this in order to get access to the Hotham city. So let's go ahead and start this, and then we'll complete the Desert Easy Diary. I ended up cutting out most of the stuff for the quest, but here's the next task completed.
Finishing up the last task for the Desert Easy Diary. Just got to sell this artifact, and now let's head up to Jar at the Shanty Pass to claim our reward.
And that's the Desert Easy Diary done. So, a couple things we get the Desert Amulet 1, which is only as cosmetic purposes. We get an Antique. I could put that 2,500 experience in any skill, and a couple other miscellaneous items that don't really apply to us right now. But I think I'll hold on to this lamp till we roll our next task. So let's go into the task dashboard. And let's go ahead and complete the easy diary there and generate a new task. And we get 1 halo. Alright, so it looks like that's for last man standing. So we'll go ahead and head up to, I believe it's Frex Enclave, to start getting some games in up there, which I'm going to check, and I'm not sure if there's any requirements for it or not. It might be a combat requirement, but let me double check. So it turns out I was wrong. I don't actually need 30 quest points now. I can get a couple halos from Castle Wars. I don't actually need to go to Last Man Standing, so that'll save a ton of time anyways. But for the foreseeable future, I'll be AFK because I need 75 tickets to get one of the halos. So I'm gonna head over there and start working on that. Just got done with our last AFK session at Castle Wars. We got up to 76 Castle Wars ticket, which brings us just enough to buy one of the halos. I'm gonna buy the Zamrock halo just because that's what I originally bought with the Zamrock Castle Wars cloak and Castle Wars hood. So gotta stick with the theme and just go Zamrock. Although if I ever have to go to God Wars dungeon, I wonder if it would be more helpful to have another halo. Yeah, let's go with the Ceredomin one. We'll just buy that, pop it into the collection log, and that's a task complete. That's great. Let's go complete the task. We're now 10% of the easy collection log completed. So let's go ahead and generate and see what we're going to be going to next. Get the next tier of metal boots. All right, some more combat. So metal boots, we gonna go for the iron boots, which looks like cockatrice drops these, cave slimes, and yeah, it looks like that's about it at a rate of 1 out of 128. Let's go ahead and see what, I think we need Slayer for this. Yeah, so Cockatrice is 25 Slayer, and then Cave Slime is 17 Slayer, so we'll have to work our way up to 17 Slayer, which shouldn't be too bad. I believe I still have a task, Black Bears task, I believe. Yep, Black Bears, so let's go finish that up and start working on some Slayer levels. Been working on some Slayer. We're currently up to 16 Slayer with only 131 XP remaining, so we should be able to get this next assignment. It should be the last one. Got a couple cave crawlers. I finished up my bear task, some goblins, and then some cave bugs. So after this task, we should be able to head over to the cave slimes and get the next tier metal boots. So let's make our way back to Lumbridge, and we'll kill the cows there, just because the cave slimes are gonna be in the dungeon. Forget the name of the dungeon, but the dungeon in Lumbridge right here. Oh, Lumbridge Swamp Cave. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get these cows completed. I should only need a couple before we're at 17, and then we'll start working on some cave slimes. Getting close to 17 Slayer. I'll tell you though, killing these cows is super nostalgic for me. I used to do this way back in the day, and to make money, I would kill the cows, get the cow hides, and then run them over to the tanning shop in Alcarid and make a little bit of GP. So this brings back some memories for sure. You know what? After looking at the GP I'm getting from these cows, I need 27. I get 8 per kill. So I'm going to need one more Slayer task in order to get not 27, 17. Alright, so I'll make my way back to Terrell and grab another task. So we got our final assignment from Terrell. Looks like some goblins. So we should only need to kill one, and then we'll get 17, and then we'll head back to Lumbridge and start giving some start killing some slave. Fucking A.
Sometimes the words just don't come out. Cave slimes.
We have made it to the Lumbridge swamp. We have 17 Slayers, so we can start killing the cave slimes, which right over here. I don't know if there's a safe spot or not, but might play around and see if there is or not. I brought some anti-poisons because I think they inflict poison damage as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and start killing some cave slimes. And looks like, oh, I can safe spot them right here. So yeah, let's go for the boots. I think it's 1 out of 128 if I'm remembering correctly. So let's get cracking. Hopefully get a couple levels here though for magic, because the more I get, the more teleports I unlock, and closer to high elk I get as well, which would be nice just for getting GP. But yeah, we'll be here till we get the boots, unless I need to buy more runes. Then I'll head up to Lumbridge. But for now, we should be good. There it is, the iron boots for the collection log. I didn't even stop recording. So let's see, I did 22 slimes. Sorry for the cutout. Whenever I open up the room light tracker, it cuts that out, but that's great. Super quick task. Kind of wish it went a little longer just so I could get some more mage levels, but can't complain too much. So let's go into the task dashboard. Let's go ahead and look at that. We got the 2. Let's go ahead and complete that task and generate a new task. See what we're going to be doing next. 1 unique from a creature creation. Sweet. So we got the blue rune satchel already. So we'll probably work on another one of the satchels.
I'm going to go ahead and start working on the next satchel, which is the green satchel, which is dropped from a unicow, which is created by going to the altar and having a cowhide and unicorn horn in your inventory. So yeah, let's go ahead and kill these, and we'll be back once we get the drop.
There it is, a teeth flask as part of the collection log. I was a little worried because I only had 6 cowhides in my bank, but we ended up getting it on the last one, so got lucky there. So let's go ahead and go to the task. Let's go ahead and complete that. Mark as complete. Go back, and let's see what our next task is. 2 quick tasks in a row. Oh, I thought it was another creature creation just by the way it froze, but winter thought. All right, so we have. I know we need a 50 level, 50 fire making requirement, so we'll be working on that. And yeah, let's go ahead and start working on some wood cutting and fire making. Here's a visual of just the roadmap to get to level 50 fire making. So from 1 to 15, we'll be here in Lumbridge just chopping these logs and burning these up to level 15. From 15, we'll go to the oak trees, and we'll go all the way to 35. After that, we'll go and do teak logs, as this is the best XP, and that'll be up to level 50, where then we can start the winter tot minigame. So yeah, we're gonna be here for a bit. Probably won't update too much. Just maybe once we get the significant milestones, so the level 15 and then the level 35. Yeah. So yeah, we managed to get 15 wood cutting, so we can now move on to the oak trees. This is craziness in the forestry world. There is just a ton going on right now. But apparently I can do forestry when I'm doing wood cutting. So in the FAQs, it says, can I do forestry while leveling up wood cutting? It says, yes, I just have to bank my bark after I'm done leveling or spend it on non-collection log items from the forestry shop. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to let me just bank this super anti-poison, which I picked up right over here. I think it's, yeah, right around here. I picked it up a lot, actually, just from when I was doing the gnome delivery jobs, and I ended up actually getting quite a few. I mean, 6. I guess I didn't pick them up every time, but we still got a decent amount. But yeah, let's go ahead and get everything banked. We will throw that in there. Oops. Let me fix that. There we go. And let's go over to the friendly forester. And we are going to do a forestry kit. And I think that's everything that I need for the actual to get the items. So let's go and start chopping some oak trees and start burning the logs. Working towards the, what's the next one? It's 35 or 35 wood cutting, actually, just because I'll need to get the teak, which at 35 I can burn teak logs. However, due to the difference in XP, you end up leveling up fire making faster than you do wood cutting. So yeah, we'll get working. We'll be here. Luckily, it's pretty chill. Maybe get some forestry events here and there, and yeah. So we burn this final oak log. We don't go level, but we did finish up with 35 wood cutting, so we're now able to cut teak trees. So we're gonna move on to those. We ended up getting 2 birds' nests from the oak trees, but let's make our way over to Soul Wars, and we will go to the teak logs on that island, which is, I believe they're over here. Yeah, teak are right here. So we'll make our way and start chopping down those. With this last log burnt, now it brings us up to 50 fire making. Now it makes us eligible to go and fight the winter tot. Scattered around Gillinor, there's a bunch of Clue Hunter outfit pieces. I went around gathering all the items because for winter tot you need at least 4 of the actual warm clothings, and these are classified as warm clothing. The uniques, so the fire making outfit is warm clothing, but since I don't have any, I had to go and grab all of these. But for those of you who don't know, Winter Tot is a skilling boss. It's located in Great Karen, and you need at least 50 fire making in order to complete start the actual boss. So the goal of this is to subdue the Winter Tot by keeping the braziers lit and burning. First you gotta chop and harvest the bruma roots. You then, which is optional, you can fletch the bruma roots to give you more points, and the points then go towards the actual reward cart where you can pull out the uniques. Occasionally you do die when you're an absolute pleb like myself, because I didn't realize there was an update where you can actually
get a potion to keep your warmth up, which is located in the front part of the mini game. But once you do get the logs or the kindling, then you just feed that into the brazier. Occasionally you'll need to hammer and fix the brazier, and occasionally you'll also need to use the potions on the pyromancers if they fall down. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and here's the first pull out of the reward cart. There's the collection log. We got the burnt pages after 2 winter top KCs, so not too bad. I had a feeling that was going to be the first ones we got, so hopefully we get the burning book for us to be able to put those in eventually. But that's a task complete. Let's go ahead and get into the task roller, and we will mark that one off as complete. Those were also the we got 4 of the combat task achievements on that just from having the 2KC, so pretty cool. But let's go to the task generator and get a new task. And a unique from Mogris. So Mogris uniques are the Mud Skipper hat or the flippers. Looks like they're not super rare. However, we do need, let's see, we need 32 Slayer and completion of the Mogre mini quest. So we will start working on that and getting up to that Slayer requirement. We're currently at 17, so a couple levels to go. I think we currently have a Goblin task still. Yeah, we still have some goblins to kill, so let's go ahead and work on some Slayer. So we got 5 Moss Giants left in our Slayer task. I ended up going and rolling for Cristelia, just because she gives points for the task, so I think I'll get some points after I finish killing these Moss Giants, but it seems like this was a pretty good route to go, just because I ended up getting a decent chunk of levels on this one task. I think it was 140 or 180, maybe 140 Moss Giants. So got a couple Slayer levels, a lot of magic levels, and now I'm currently up to 40 combat, which is great because now I can start rolling the guy in Varrock Vanica, I think. Is that the one? Yeah, in the Varrock sewers. So once we're done here, I'll end up going over and rolling a task from him, which is great. I also ended up getting another collection log. So Moss Giants, they drop mossy keys, and I got so far 2 mossy keys from them. So I'll insert that screenshot right now. I was doing Slayer on mobile, and I've just been safe spotting at this tree, which has been great. Haven't had too many experiences with any PKers, which has been nice, except for one, but I was fast enough and world hopped into another world. So yeah, we'll get these 3 kills out of the way, head to Varrock and grab our next task. Get a mossy key. There it is. Let's go ahead and mark that as complete. And now we should be up to date on there. Alright, so I'm going to head to Varrock and get a Slayer task from the Slayer Master there. Let's go ahead and roll our first Vanica task. We got some ogres. Alright. So we will go and kill some ogres. Yeah, I'm going to continue on with just some Slayer. I have 7 more levels to go until I can kill Mogris, I believe. Yeah, Mogris. Oh, wait. 32. I only need 2 more. Alright, that's sweet. So hopefully this ogres task will wrap that up, and then we could go get the collection log for that. Looks like ogres drop big bones, which is great, which was also awesome from the mossy giants because my prayer level went up. Looks like they drop a bunch of seeds. Yeah, looks like seeds are their primary drop table. So let's go ahead and kill some. I'll be back once we get 32 Slayer. Sitting here doing the ogre task right now. I just got a collection log for a curved bone. That's really good timing because I just started recording. Sweet. What is the rarity of that, I wonder? Let's look. But I was sitting here and I was looking at the Mogris guide, or the requirements for it. It looks like I don't need the mini quest anymore. I just need the 32 Slayer, so I could actually kill Mogres just on my sailboat, since they're swimming out in the ocean. So we'll end up, once we finish here, we will go over to my boat and start sailing some ogres once we get the 32 Slayer. And looks like the curved bone is a 1 out of 5,000, so that's pretty sweet considering I've only killed, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them right now, maybe 8. Also, I'm just using the Earth Strike right now just to use up these mine runes. It's safe spawnable. I might have to go do the agility pyramid some more just to get some more cash, because some more GP, just because I used it all when I bought the chaos runes for the last task. So I will probably end up doing that at some point too if I run out before 32 Slayer, which I might be all right. So yeah, I gotta keep killing these and we'll come back once we get 32 Slayer. I also forgot, so I was just looking through, the curved bone is in the medium task, which I was looking through. I'm actually really excited for once we get there. Barrows is in here, Fire Cape's in here, Zora's in the medium task, Fighter Torso, so we'll get that here. Void. So this looks like this will be a good, once we get to the medium task, this will be fun, but long way to go. We got a lot in the easy task, but let's go ahead and mark our first medium task complete. Ooh, there's 31 Slayer. But we got the curved bone, so that's our first medium task checked off, which will save us a roll there. That's actually very cool that we got it super early. Sweet. So one more level to go, and then we'll be back at 32 Slayer. Coming up on our last ogre kill right now. That should bring us, to 32, so we can now kill Mogres. Let's go ahead and grab the big bones that they just dropped. That's the only thing they dropped. I didn't get too much loot from them. Some seeds, some of the random stuff. I did have that great addition to the medium task collection log, the curved bone, and I'm gonna put a picture in right now. Is on mobile, and I got I'm thinking Mogres right now, so I was thinking mogul. And I got the long bone, which is dropped at a rate of 1 out of 400. So, or no, that's Mogres. Let me check ogres. Ogres drop the long bone. Yeah, 1 in 400. So we got two pretty big drops from those that ogre slayer task, which is pretty sweet. I'll show you guys the long bone right now. Yeah, long bone right there. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and go into the task dashboard, and I think I was looking for the curved bone earlier, and I think I saw the long bone on the easy task, so we'll go ahead and mark that complete. That's another collection log
checked off. Let's go back into the task board, and it brought us up to 13%. That's great. Sweet. So now we can start going and working on some mogre kills. I think my boat is, I think it's right here. Port Khazard, and then there's some mogres right in this area as well. So let's go ahead and start working on that. I wonder if mogres count as part of my Slayer task. A type of ogre. So I would think so, which is kind of nice that I just got an ogre task, so now I can level up Slayer even more. Let's go hop on the boat and see what we got for supplies. I might have to buy some more cannonballs if I don't already have any. Let's check. Alright, I think we should have enough. I think it's not their drop rate isn't crazy on these. It's for the hat it's 1 out of 25, and then for the flippers it's 1 out of 64. So let's go ahead and head over to the spawns, and we'll start killing some ogres. Yeah, right here. Mogres, not ogres. A form of ogre. Let's go ahead and stop, and let's put the let's put Jimbo on the helm, and we will man the cannon, and let's go ahead and get going on some ogres. Hopefully, ooh, I gotta repair this. How do I unset? Let's put Jim on the repairs. Have him repair up some stuff. Alright, so we're gonna give this a go, see how long it takes. Hopefully 1 out of 25 isn't too bad, so hopefully it won't take too long. But yeah, let's get a couple kills down and see where we're at. Ended up getting the collection log. We got the Mud Skipper hat. We're doing it on mobile, so I'll insert that picture right here of the actual drop. But let's go ahead and complete that task in the task dashboard. If we can get there back, let's go ahead and complete it. And let's generate a new task and see where we're heading. Get 1 piece of graceful. Alright, so we're going to be doing some more agility. Great. I think the next piece is the cape, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like just looking at the wiki. So I already have the gloves and the hood. So the next up on the list would be, let's see, the cape or the boots. Cape's 40 and the boots are also 40. So we'll end up getting one of those. Each costs 40 marks of grace. So let's go get into some agility. Just looking at my agility level, we have 52, so I should be good to go and do the Falador rooftop course, and that'll give the most marks of grace per hour. So we're gonna head over there and get a couple laps till we're up to 40. We're back here at Grace. We got the 40 marks of grace. We finished up doing 176 Falador rooftop agility before getting the 40, so not too bad. We got 58 agility, so getting close to being able to do the next course, which is the Sears Village rooftop course. So if we do any more agility pyramid, maybe we'll get there by the next time we roll another graceful equipment. But for now, let's go ahead and let's buy the boots. There's the collection log, and then next up will be the cape, which is the same cost at 40 marks, but went for the boots. So yeah, nice. We got the boots, finish that off. Task complete. Let's go ahead and complete that task, bringing us up to 14% of the easy completed. And let's generate a new task and see what we get. get a right skull half. All right, so I think that is in the stronghold of security. Let me just double check. I think it's, I'm pretty sure it's stronghold of security, but let's see. Right skull half is dropped, yeah, by the Minotaurs in the first level. So it's at a rate of 1 out of 33, so not too bad. Let me actually, I don't think I know I killed some Minotaurs for a Slayer task, maybe. Let me just double check I didn't get. Yeah, no, okay, I didn't get it. All right, so let's head over there and start killing some Minotaurs. I think I'll probably need to buy. Yeah, I'll need to buy some more runes for some casts, and there's a safe spot, which is great. So yeah, let's head over there and get some kills. We are back after 4 or 5 Minotaur kills, and we got the right skull half. This is going to be used to create the skull scepter down the line. We just need the what else do we need for this? Let's see, we need the strange skull, which is right skull, which we just got, and left skull, which I'll get down the line, and then the ruined scepter. So that's what this will be used for, but very quick task. 4 or 5 kills, I think it was. I ended up buying 500 chaos runes just in case, and only used 25 of them, so pretty sweet. Let's go in and complete that, and let's get a new task going, see what we're going to be up to now. And we're back to Wintertop. Sweet. Back up to 30 rewards. Let's go ahead and get a couple searches in. There it is. We got the Pyromancer garb, so that's the next collection log item. And another piece of warm gear, so we could start working on getting rid of the Clue Hunter gear. But that is the completion of our next task, or our last task, I should say now. So we're going to go ahead and complete that. That brings us up to 15% of the easy collection logs completed. We got a couple pretty quick tasks in this episode. I think we'll probably let's go ahead and roll one more, see what we get, and probably work it into the episode. So let's generate a task and see where we're going. And 1 piece of rogue equipment. All right, that's gonna also be pretty quick. So let's run over to the Berthorpe. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but let's head over there and go through another lap. Yeah, we'll get all this stuff banked, and then make our way over. So let's do that. Back in the safe room, let's go ahead and crack open the wall safe, and there it is, rogue equipment crate. So sweet. And let's search it, and let's go a piece of rogue equipment. We will go the what I took mask last time. Let's go boots. And there's the collection log. All right, let's go bank these, complete the task, and let's roll a new one. Another quick task for this episode. I think, yeah, we'll see what we get next time. Let's put this in this slot. And let's go into the roller, complete that task, and let's go generate a new task. Get 1 unique from the Infernal Mages. We'll get that started in the next episode. But do want to thank everyone for watching. We'll end this one right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.